Hello everyone, this is Super Nintendroid back again with another video game review. This is game review number 2 on my channel, and this is going to be the review of, as you can see, the Nintendo Game Boy Color. Now as you also see, I have 3 of them. I have the Kiwi, I have the Grape, and I have the Teal. I also case modified the backs of them. I just basically unscrewed each of them and I swapped it for a different one. So you can see the Teal is now with Green, the Grape is now with Teal, and the Green is now with Grape. Which is cool. I mean, I really like it. You can still unscrew it and put it back if you want. But I just wanted to do that. It looks really great. So this is a successor to the Nintendo Game Boy, which launched in 1998, a few months after the release of the Nintendo Game Boy Lite, which is not spelled L-I-T-E like the game or the DS Lite. It's L-I-G-H-T, hence because it has the it has a backlit Indiglow lighting. But it was only released in Japan, and it looks kind of like the Game Boy Pocket, but a little bit larger. Now, this is actually, I believe, the first system that was made after the death of Gunpei Yokoi. So Gunpei Yokoi did not make this system at all. Nintendo did, and I think they did a better job at this system than Gunpei Yokoi did. But if it wasn't for the Gunpei Yokoi, there wouldn't be any such thing as a Nintendo Game Boy. But overall, let's take a look at the system. You can see the button layout is still the same as the Nintendo Game Boy. You still got the D-pad, you still got the A and B, you still got the start and select. The power switch is now on the right side, and it has been replaced with a communications port. So if you were to have a game, like let's say Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, and you wanted to exchange high scores, if you both had the same games, you can do this. All Game Boy systems have this. So the only Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Color is the only system that will have these things. You put it about a few inches, maybe a centimeter apart for the best range, and you press A at a certain point, and swap your game high scores have been changed, so you're gonna have to try to beat their high scores, which is really unique. You can also like send gifts and like Pokemon. You can send like gifts like berries or Pokeballs or a mystery prize. But that's really cool. I really like that. But the Game Boy Advance and the Advance SP and the Micro did not catch on with this idea. It was scrapped later on. I really thought it was a nice idea. You'd have to buy an accessory to do something like that. But the closest you'll ever get to is a wireless multiplayer connector for Game Boy Advance and Advance SP and Micro. But anyways, enough chit-chat about that. Let's show you the games that it plays. It plays these new games called Game Boy Color Packs. They look see-through. Some games will look different color, like Pokemon Crystal, which is basically the same casing but in like a crystal see-through. They also play your original Game Boy games, like Tetris. Originally, the Nintendo Game Boy Color didn't launch with a lot of these. They are mainly sold for these, which I have no idea why, but oh, it's alright. And then you have these. These are the first ever games that were to be forward compatible. These are called Deluxe Game Packs. If you've never seen a black game pack before, they're pretty cool. You can put this in a Nintendo Game Boy, and you'll play in just the 4 shades of gray like usual. But if you plug it into a Nintendo Game Boy Color or Advance SP, you see I can't do the color palette, but it gives me the full display of color. Isn't that cool? Now, I didn't come here to play Pac-Man. We gotta get on with the review. Anyways, so these are the games that played. I remember playing Men in Black 2 on a black game pack. And I remember when I was little, my brother got the pink one. It was called a Berry Color, Game Boy Color, new in the box. And this was like 2003, 2002, and I remember going in the bathroom to play it because that was my only source of light. Because these things are not backlit, which is still a major problem. They do have accessories, and I do have one with me, and it's a huge monolithic one too. Handy Pack Color for the Game Boy Color. It was released by Interact, which makes some good accessories. So basically, you just clamp this in. You got, okay. So you got a joystick, which is basically a weird feeling because, you know, it's pressing just on the D-pad. That's all it's doing. And, oh my god, it's removable. I know. It does that. I have no idea why. But anyways, you got the A and you got the B buttons, and they feel comfortable. They kind of arch to each other, so you have a better comfortability. You got 2 AAA batteries. This is for, like, plugging into the wall. This is for headphones. And we open up this these 2 windows here. You got stereo speakers, and you've got the magnifier, which magnifies the screen. You also have a light, which you can see it better in the dark, barely. And you got the stereo sound, and let's just pop in a game. Say Tetris, and show you. Playing black and white. Okay, enough of that. I'm having a little bit too much fun there. But yeah, you can tell the screen is a lot easier to see though. A little bit, but you know, it's not a huge advance. The sound is a lot louder too. Even though it's coming out of one speaker, I think the other one's broken. I gotta fix it. But yeah, that's basically it there. So the Nintendo Game Boy Color does take AA batteries, 2 of them. I need to get battery cases for these. I need to order online. But they last for a good maybe 12-15 hours of battery life of continuous play. But if you were to play this like an hour a day, you'd probably give yourself about a few months, which is really cool. Yeah, and you also have here the power switch, like I said. You got the external connector. This is the same thing as I had on the Game Boy Pocket. And you can see here, this is the volume dial. You go down for the low or high setting and up for the highest, which is weird. I don't know why, but it gets you'll get used to it soon. You have the speaker, which is mono, which is okay. Here we have the DC 3-volt input for plugging your Nintendo Game Boy Color into the wall. If you do not have Game Boy or if you don't have batteries in your Game Boy, you can play this by plugging it in the wall, which is cool. You got your headphone jack. And that's basically it. So, do I recommend the Game Boy Color or not? Yes and no. If I were to rate this system, I'd give it about an 8 out of 10. It's really great, but it's not backlit, and it only plays Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. If you wanted to play a Game Boy Color game, or a Game Boy game, or a Game Boy Advance game, I would suggest getting a backlit Game Boy Advance SP. As you can see, this one's case modified. But yeah, go ahead and get a Game Boy Advance SP that's backlit, which is really cool. But if you wanted to just collect them, go ahead, get the Game Boy Color, but I suggest getting a Game Boy Advance SP first if you want to play your games in normal sunlight or not. If you want to, I mean, I really recommend getting the Game Boy Color. It's really great. But it's your opinion on what you think about the Game Boy Color. Probably you think it's good because you're watching the review. But anyways, thank you all for watching the review of the Nintendo Game Boy Color. My name is Super Nintendroid, and I will be seeing you all next time on my next video game review. Stay tuned, everyone. I'll see you all later.